Just like everything that ESP Custom Shop makes, it's out of this world.
Of course.
And honestly, I can't believe I'm privileged to even own a guitar this nice. Secret to share, we're working on a signature pickup with Dimarzio.
No kidding, man.
Yeah,
Congrats,
so-
that's sick.
This episode is brought to you by Gator Cases.
What's up, guys? I'm Sam. Welcome back to another rundown. I am here today with Alex Wade of Whitechapel. Dude,
What's up?
what's up,
How you
man?
doing?
How are you, man?
Doing great.
How's the tour been?
It's been awesome. You know, we're here in Chattanooga today. We're winding out the last week of the tour, and very thankful that we can say it's been really awesome. The fans have been coming out, showing up, and going hard every night. So,
Dude,
can't
sick.
ask for more than that.
Dude, I'm glad to hear the tour is going well. The show last night was awesome. And, dude, we have to talk about this guitar.
Absolutely, yeah. So
It's insane,
This
bro.
is my AW-XJ 7B from ESP Guitars, and this is my Japan Custom Shop version. Just like everything that ESP Custom Shop makes, it's out of this world.
Of course.
And honestly, I can't believe I'm privileged to even own a guitar this nice. But
Dude, totally. Yeah.
I've been endorsed by ESP since 2008, so coming on 20 years, which is crazy to think
gotta-
about. You know, I've played all different kinds of guitars over the years, and ESP is just what feels natural to me. You know, it's like, it's not super thin and speedy, but it's also not really like fat and bulky. It's just like perfect right in the middle.
Right in the middle, kind of the sweet spot for
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
for sure.
Dude, that's sick. I mean, it sounded awesome last night.
Thanks, yeah, and you know,
Unbelievably
it's
cool guitar,
just a
dude.
one-piece swamp ash body,
Yep.
sandblasted, so you can see the grain is really deep. You know, I really like on the Custom Shop version, they put a little more detail into it, you know, so they go a little farther to like make this grain pop a little more and make it a little more visible. And 27-inch full baritone neck, hip shot, locking tuners.
Nice, gotta have those.
Yeah, I
dude.
got the Evertune Bridge. I've been loving those. I've been using those for a while.
You know, I wanted to ask you about the Evertune and how you like it. I'm assuming a lot of guys, they start with the Evertune because they're tracking guitars and they have to tune every 10 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
How is that how you got into it?
Kind of, you know, I just had always been curious about it too, you know, because I mean, who wouldn't want their guitar perfectly in tune all the time,
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it started out. I just tried it a little bit on the road, and at first it took me a little while to like get the hang of it. But once you get it dialed in and locked in, it's like I can't live without it now.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, when we're on stage, I barely even have to tune because it's still in tune from the night before.
Which is crazy.
Which is insane, yeah. But it takes a little Allen key right here, and you're just kind of barely, it's almost like fine tuners on a Floyd.
Yeah.
You're just barely turning these little Allen keys right here to like just barely nudge it sharp or flat.
Makes
you know?
sense, yeah.
And once that's in, like you barely, you know, like I said, it'll be in tune for days, and then you might have to bump it here and there, but for the most part, it's going to stay in tune.
Do you find that it handles different temperatures well too? Because
Yeah, it's
different
temperatures.
climates on tour, you know.
It's not an issue whatsoever.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
so sick,
I tune it and stick it in my Inky travel guitar case, and we go to Europe, and I take it out of the Inky, and it's still in tune.
Yeah, nice.
It's
And
kind of
that's
crazy
after
how
flights,
it works. Yeah.
like getting thrown around by TSA
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
wild. It's like, and then what I love about it the most too is like during the show, you know, a lot of bands they take a break to tune and stuff like that, and like we still take those breaks, but while everybody else is tuning, I'm just chilling, drinking a beer or drinking water or whatever. It's like I stopped checking my tuning because it was just redundant. Like every time I'd go check, it was perfectly in tune. I'm like, why am I even checking this?
Why waste your time?
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask if you have it set up so that you can bend notes, or do you have it completely? You do.
Yeah, I do. I find it feels kind of weird when it's set in the mode like where you bend it and it still stays perfectly in tune.
Right.
That's kind of beneficial, I guess, if you're tracking guitars or something and you're not bending the strings at all in that moment. You can set it to that, and it'll just be like bang on perfect.
Sure.
But yeah, I like it to kind of still feel like a guitar, so
Yeah.
I make sure that the strings are still bendable.
Were you ever a tremolo guy?
No.
No.
Yeah,
So this is an
no.
easy, no-brainer decision.
Yeah, I'm used to hip shots, and
cool.
so to me it feels similar enough to it. It's like a blend between a hip shot and a Floyd. So like to me it feels pretty natural to just play on it.
Yeah, nice, dude. Yeah. Oh, it's super sick. Dude, I have to ask you about this volume knob you've got there. Is
Yeah.
that custom?
Yeah, it's a
That's gotta be,
custom
right?
knob. Yeah, so this is like a little symbol that we have. We've had it for a couple records now. So it's kind of like established like the Whitechapel symbol or whatever.
Nice.
It's kind of like a pentagram with it's like a pinnacle and a pentagram. So it's like, you know, kind of combining into one. The name of the guy that made it is on Instagram, a Tactical Black Vault. He did a knob for Jack from Slaughter to Prevail.
Oh, cool.
He took like a 50 millimeter bullet and hollowed it out and made it so it's like the bullet casing is the knob. I was
God.
like, damn, that's hard. So I hit him up and I was like, yo, I need to get some, I need to get some custom knobs. So
Dude.
yeah, all of my SIGs have that knob, not stock, but you know, all of the ones that I have that knob on it.
Yeah, you
so.
gotta have it. What's the texture like on the outside? Is it like
It's
a
slick.
knurled
Yeah,
or-
it's like slick. It's not.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not even. It definitely felt kind of weird to get used to at first. But this knob is bigger than the one that was stock on that show. I kind of like that because when I go to grab it, I'm like, it feels solid. It feels bigger.
Nice.
I'm not doing much with the volume knob anyways, so it's just on or off.
Sure. Yeah, of course. And speaking of the electronics and the knob there, obviously one volume because you've only got one pickup.
Yeah.
And that's a Dimarzio, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, it's a Dimarzio deactivator.
Nice, dude. Classic.
Yeah, I've been using that since 2012.
Cool.
So 13 years now.
Specifically the deactivator. though.
Specifically
yeah.
deactivator.
What do you like
yeah.
about that pickup?
I like it because it is reminiscent of an active, but it has all the tonal benefit of passive.
Yeah.
Because I find with actives, there's a lot of compression going on. That compression's cool when you're picking because it keeps your picking really consistent. But I find when you're like hitting open notes or hitting like a single string, the compression will kind of like kill the top end.
Yeah, sure.
Because there's only so much range that the active has, whereas the passive, there's way more headroom. And like when you hit that single string, you get more of that like wow kind of sound, you know, versus just like it sounding like it's hitting a ceiling. So yeah, ever since I found the deactivator, I've been stuck with passive, and I love it. We're actually a little secret to share. We're working on a signature pickup with Dimarzio.
No kidding, man.
Yeah,
Congrats.
so-
That's sick.
Yeah, we're really excited to get that out, and
Yeah.
haven't really talked about it much, but I figured this would be a good opportunity to kind of spill the beans on that.
Dude, yeah. Well, you heard it here first. The Alex Wade signature Dimarzio pickup.
Yeah, it's actually all three guitar players in the band. We're all like,
Oh, dude, that's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
we're collaboratively working on like the tone of it and how it sounds and stuff. So.
Dude, that's even cooler. So the Ben Savage, Zach Householder,
Yeah.
Alex Wade signature pickup.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, we've been with Dimarzio since 2012, since we started using them. So, you know, it just felt natural to kind of have something that I don't want to say it's going to be the same thing as the deactivator. It's definitely going to be a similar vibe, but
Sure.
we're making every effort to like make it the best possible like drop tune metal pickup you can rip with. You know?
Right, makes sense.
So,
what's
yeah.
that process been like? Just the back and forth?
Yeah, it's a lot of prototyping. You know, we kind of told them what we liked about the deactivator and also what we didn't like about it, and to see if they could like kind of shape tonally what's going on with that.
Yeah.
And so they sent a first prototype, and I was already blown away with the first one, but you know, we even dug deeper and we were like, you know, okay, well, how can we get it to sound better from here? You know, we worked with them some more. They sent another prototype, and we haven't really got the chance to dig in with that one yet, but I'm hoping that, you know, we can get all this wrapped up probably sometime early next year, and then we'll be able to, you know, get it out.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, well, congrats again. Super
Thank you.
excited to see that hit the market.
Yeah, man.
Well, hey, moving up the guitar, dude.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the neck. I mean, this is all ebony fretboard. I
Yep.
can see that.
Yep.
Stainless steel frets?
It is. Yeah.
Stainless,
yeah.
yeah.
Stainless
How do you like
frets,
those
yeah.
versus nickel?
I love them. There's,
Yeah.
you know, it's smooth, and I feel like ESP and even LTD is using mostly stainless now. Even the production model, you know, that I'll show a little later, it's the exact same version of this guitar. It has stainless steel on it, and you
Nice.
know, and you know, Tony brought that to me. He's like, you know, we're starting to put stainless steel on LTD stuff. You know, would you want that on your signature? I was like, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, I'm not going to say.
So smooth.
I'm not
dude.
going to
Yeah.
say no to like a nice upgrade for even the people for the buying the guitar. You know, it's like that's a nice little upgrade.
That's awesome. So it's even on the production model as
Yeah.
well. Dude, that's so sick. Yeah, that's a little bit more rare. It's starting to pop up a lot more these days, though. I'm seeing it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you like the feel of ebony, I'm guessing, but it's also
Yeah.
the look of it, right? It's
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I like the you know, no dots. You know, I've
yeah.
got the lumen lay dots that glow
course.
on the sides.
Do you go with the green ones
Love
or the
that.
blue ones?
I like the green.
The green ones? Yeah, I like the green ones
Yeah,
too.
they just like
Cool.
pop out a little bit
yeah,
more to me.
They're
and-
sick.
Yeah, they've actually been, I've liked them for a while now, but this tour they've been especially helpful because there's a section where the lights go completely out.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm the only one still playing.
Oh, God, dude.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I've messed it up several times this tour already, but having these dots dude, if those dots didn't glow in that moment, I literally wouldn't be able to see anything.
You just kind of have to trust your muscle memory at that point, right? And
definitely.
that is a real thing.
Oh, absolutely,
like that muscle memory is real,
the muscle
but you
memory
don't want
combined with like being able to see the dots barely, it's like I can still play it.
Yeah, of course.
Meet the GTSA electric guitar case from Gator Cases. Offers premium protection for your electric or acoustic guitar while you travel. Built with military-grade polyethylene, this case is resistant to heavy impact, moisture, dust, and other elements that could damage your instrument. The black padding on the interior of the case protects your guitar from scratches, and the heavy-duty locks that keep your guitar secure are TSA compliant and make for easy travel from show to show. The distinguishing feature of the GTSA Guitar Case LED Edition is the LED light embedded in the interior lid of the case, allowing you quick and convenient access to your guitar pick, capo, and other accessories. For serious musicians, the GTSA electric guitar case from Gator Cases offers top-of-the-line comfort and protection for your electric or acoustic guitar.
So speaking of the neck, what kind of wood are we rocking?
It is. It's actually a 5-piece.
Oh no
It's really
way.
Yeah, it's really hard to see it, but you
kinda
can see
yeah.
you can see the strip of the wood grain in the back. So I believe it's maple on the outside. There's Paduk in there. And some Wingay, I think, and man, I can't remember what the last one is, but I've had people like kind of dog on me a little bit, like, how are you gonna have 5 pieces of wood in there and paint it all black?
Yeah.
I'm like, honestly, I do kind of wonder what it looks like under there.
Those are some very sought after wood choices.
In the name of metal, we paint it all black.
Why not, dude? Who cares?
I like it. It's matte. Everything's matte finish. I like that a lot. It's just feels slick and it's not sticky on the back of the neck or anything.
Why go with those wood choices then? Was it for tonal reasons or maybe the strength of the woods?
Honestly, it was just an option in the custom shop builder, and I was like, that.
Okay.
Yeah. No other reason than that.
It.
Yeah. I mean, it's like they have some standard options as far as like the custom shop goes, like the 3-piece maple, and then they have this 5-piece. But I was just like, if I'm picking whatever the hell I want, I'm just gonna pick the 5-piece.
Go for it, dude.
Yeah.
You might as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been doing the wood grain thing for a while. Even on my custom shop model from 2016, it was like a brown Hadouk stain on the top, but you could still see the wood grain. And I had another one after that came out in 2020. That was like the strap body, but it was black with the wood grain and stuff too. So it's like the wood grain. I love that shit.
Of course, dude. And speaking of, by the way, the body, I wanted to ask, what is the official name of this shape?
This is the XJ.
XJ.
From ESP.
Got it.
And that all started because Tony, the A&R guy over there, he was like, we're bringing back the XJ model, and I was curious if you want to do a version of your Signature with the XJ body with all the same specs. I was like, game.
Cool.
Down.
I wanted to ask what made you choose this body. It has like a very retro kind of feel to it, which is something that I love to see a metal guitar with a body like that.
I do like that. I find I tend to lean more towards those classic retro body styles. Like I'm not a random star guy or like a pointy like BC Rich or anything like that. It's just some guys can pull that stuff off and look hard with it, but that's not me.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm more of like the clean and mean kind of look. It's
that's
like,
certainly clean and mean.
Yeah, it's like I want it to look like clean and retro, but I also obviously want it to look like it's made for metal.
Makes sense. Yeah. And 24 frets I see, which is also pretty modern. How do you like having that?
I like it. Like I said, I'm not playing a lot on this upper register, but to me, it's like it wouldn't make sense to have like a 27-inch baritone neck with 22 frets. Like that just sounds weird.
Right.
So
and a lot of times,
full 24.
I know that the 22 fret guitars, a lot of times they're 22 frets because you have that neck pickup.
Yeah.
You want to get like a more well-rounded tone, like a bassier tone out of it by moving the pickup up. Obviously, you've deleted that. pickup.
Yeah,
so.
like I said, the model before this one, it did have a neck pickup, and honestly, this is my 4th signature model with ESP.
Oh, nice.
And every one has had a neck pickup in it, but I never use the neck.
Yeah.
The only reason I've had the neck pickup in there is for if someone else is buying the guitar. I just always thought in my head, you know, if I'm making a product to sell to other people, I want them to be able to have the full, you know, I don't want them to be like, oh, I really want that guitar, but there's no neck pickup.
Right, and you can always just not use the neck pickup if you
Exactly.
only use a bridge pickup in the first place. So it does kind of make sense. Yeah.
But for this one,
yeah.
I was like, you know what? I've done 3 of these in the past with the neck pickup.
Yeah.
This one, I'm going to do what I want. And another cool thing is I actually saw somebody buy one of my signatures and they put a neck pickup in it.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's always an option too.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, they had
DIY
they had a professional guy. His name is Heron Custom Guitars.
Oh, cool.
He's like a really sick tech out of Australia.
Nice.
And he does like crazy work. He actually just did this crazy mod where he took one of those Meshuggah 8 strings and took the Ibanez fixed bridge out of it and put Evertune in it. So it's like the first Evertune Meshuggah 8 string.
That's crazy.
Like, I bet that
can't believe they don't have Evertunes in their
sounds
guitars.
crazy. Yeah, I know, right? You'd think that.
That's
but,
interesting.
Yeah.
And speaking of signature guitars, dude, you've got the production model right there.
Yep.
This is the one that's available for purchase, right?
Yeah. So as you can see, going side by side, they are definitely identical in body shape, and spec-wise, everything is exactly the same. The only difference is the production model. You can tell the grain isn't sandblasted quite as deep. Which, you know, like I said, the custom shop, they go out of their way to add little details and
still looks super
rock
sick.
solid. And you know, the affordability compared to the custom shop is obviously night and day. So I rip these live too. You know, I love playing my custom shop. It's amazing. But I use this. My custom shop is in drop G, and this one is in drop A.
Okay.
So
nice.
I use this for like all of our older songs. And
gotcha. Yeah. I love the choice to have a covered pickup in there.
Yeah. So you know, when you buy it, it actually comes uncovered. That was like a change that I made last minute.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I wanted it to look more retro. I figured, you know, like the old Strats and stuff like that, they didn't have covered pickups. It's like, you know, they had the open coil pickups and stuff. So, you know, they made this first, and then when they brought up the idea of doing the signature model of it, they were like, let us make the LTD version of your custom and we'll send it to you and see what you think.
Sure.
So they sent it out, and I was like, you know, honestly, everything's perfect other than I think I want to do an uncovered pickup versus the covered, and that was the only thing I changed from the prototype.
Yeah, it's super sick. Is this the stock pickguard as well?
It is.
So you can easily fit a covered pickup in there if you want to get your own Dimarzio and swap it.
Yeah, no, there's definitely room to slide that in there. Yeah, one thing I added too with the production model is I added in the coil split.
Oh, sick.
For the push-pull coil split.
Dude, that's awesome.
And I don't really use that a lot live, but when we're recording, sometimes we'll use it for layers. Like we'll do like a single string part, I'll do a full humbucker and do a left and a right of that, like, you know, top string, like down, 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 down. And then you pop that open and then do another layer left and right with just the single, you know, because it splits the humbucker. So it's more of like that single coil sound. And then you layer that on top of them and blend it together, and it just sounds like this massive stringy.
Dude.
Yeah, it's really sick.
I also love, by the way, moving it up, the reverse headstock.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a while too. So I had 2 models where it was just regular facing, and then the last black model, that's when I switched it to the reverse headstock. And I like the way the reverse looks, and then also there's sometimes we're playing parts and we do these like behind the nut bends.
Oh, sick.
So like it's like a 0 bend, you know? That makes it a little easier to do that.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, that's cool.
Because when the tuner is like right here, there's only so much you can like bend behind the nut.
You know?
But,
you
like,
need
right
that
here,
extra string length.
Yeah, here you can just.
So in a way, that's like a performative reason to have.
For sure.
The headstock like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've actually never considered that you could have a reverse headstock so that you can do the behind the nut.
Yeah,
better.
I mean, it just makes it easier.
Yeah,
you know?
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And speaking of the neck, one more thing I wanted to talk to you about is the heel on the bolt-on.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, because I noticed there's a pretty clear carve there.
Yeah, that was definitely intentional because I was kind of concerned if this was squared off right here, having access up here.
Of course.
If you are playing leads, it just fits right in that pocket.
Yeah, but it looks pretty sick. I mean, I really like any kind of guitar that meets like modern and traditional, and I feel like that's exactly what this is doing. The gold and black is super cool, man. The day that they can do gold stainless steel frets,
that would be
just
insane.
do the entire thing.
Dude, that would be so crazy.
That would be insane for sure. And gold strings, maybe even. Dude, and speaking of strings, what kind of strings are you playing?
We're running Dimarzio's.
Nice.
Just the regular nickel XLs.
Sweet. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
So, I mean, we blow through strings on tour. So, I really like the NY XLs. Those are really nice strings, but they're almost too nice for tour because we change them every 2 days.
So you don't want to. Yeah, you want to use them.
Yeah, there's like maybe if we're like recording or something, we'll use NY XLs, but the nickels are totally fine on tour.
Makes sense. Well, it seems like they're holding up. What gauges are these?
So for this guitar, the LTD in drop A, it's a 62 to 10.
Cool. All right.
And the 6-string side is just a normal like 42 to 10 gauges.
Got you. Okay.
And then for the Custom Shop is in drop G, it's a 68 to 11. And Dimarzio makes these like these baritone guitar packs. They're actually made for like the Dan Electro baritones or whatever, like the 30-inch scale guitars,
sure. Yeah.
Where you like tune them B to B or whatever.
Crazy.
But we just use those strings and add. So it's like a 6-string pack, and then we add an 11 or a 10, depending on whatever the tune is. So.
Dude, that's awesome.
And I wanted to shout out to these Ritcher Straps.
Oh, I've heard about these.
Yeah, these are super nice, man. We just got on with these guys. This is a full leather strap.
Dude.
I've really been loving like how comfortable it is.
And your pack is built in.
And it sticks. Yeah, and they make these pack things where the whole thing is customizable. Like you can you actually add these little pins in here.
Oh, nice.
In the strap.
Oh, so you can just pop it out like that?
You can just pop the pack off, like your pack can stay in there. You can just
that's
pop it off
so
the strap.
sick.
Yeah, I've been loving it.
One of these.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And they come with these strap locks. It's called locks, LOX.
I've never seen a strap button on a guitar like that.
Yeah, it's really cool, super simple.
Interesting, and it holds
It
up.
just pops right in, doesn't come out. You can jerk on it all day long, and
Great.
it's never coming out of there. So. Yeah, I really like this strap too because you can adjust the size of it through like these, how it's like woven in through here like this. But once you set the length on it, it doesn't move whatsoever. So some guys like to be able to like adjust their strap and stuff. But for me, when I put my guitar on, I want it to be exactly the same every single night.
Dude,
like, if it drops an inch up or down, I'm pissed off.
Yeah, of course.
So I really like the fact that once I set the length on this strap, it's not moving.
Yeah. Have you ever like gone through periods of time where you like try to adjust the strap and play around with the height of the guitar? Or?
Yeah.
I'm sure at this point you're probably pretty locked in.
Yeah, I definitely found, and obviously the older you get, the higher it goes. It's like, I feel like when we were younger, I would wear it lower, trying to look hard and shit. And now I'm like, dude, the only way I can play is if it's like, I try to not be a nerd about it. I try to not wear it like up to my chest, but I like a good, reasonable, like middle ground.
Yeah, you definitely can't wear it all high. Like, come on, it's deathcore, dude.
Yeah,
like, you gotta look cool, right?
I'm not that good. I'm not good enough at guitar to wear it that high.
Oh, okay. Well, you said it.
Yeah.
I disagree. Dude, thank you for taking the time, man. This was sick.
It's a pleasure.
Guys, go see Whitechapel. They're on tour, and you just announced another tour, right? The Slaughter to Prevail.
Yeah. We just we're going to be supporting Slaughter to Prevail on their headlining tour this spring. So excited for that tour.
Yeah,
it starts in Nashville.
Nice. Okay,
at
cool.
that new venue, the Pinnacle.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah,
okay,
we've
cool.
never played there, so we're really excited to play there.
Unfortunately, I think I'm on tour for that. I think I'm just about to come home, but if I'm not and I got my dates confused, I'll definitely see you there.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be great.
Dude, thank you again, man. Good luck with the rest of the tour. And thanks for tuning in. I'm Sam. See you on another rundown.